All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. We're the brothers of Great Millstone, Miami. I'm the brother Loya, and with me,
I'm a one-eyed bad.
And hey, the topic of this lesson is going to be Civil War, man. We're actually on the way to go see the movie now. And it's all in the spirit that these types of movies are coming out, Civil War, Leave the World Behind, The Road,
Purge.
The Purge, all these types of movies. Why? Because we're living in those times where things like that will actually play out in real time, man. Okay, and it's all according to biblical prophecy. These movie directors and these actors and stuff like that, maybe not the actors, but definitely the movie directors, the script writers, they are given a task by their particular handlers to put this vibration out here, man. Okay, all right, which is really Esau working on the left-hand side, trying to play both sides and act like he's the most high, but really it's all really the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, like you had Pharaoh and the Egyptian sorcerers, they would try to mimic and duplicate Moses' miracles to try to undermine the power of the Most High. Like, see, I told you this was going to happen. They call it predictive programming, right? But the Most High already said this thousands of years ago, before there was ever movies and cinema and 3D, AI, CGI, all this other stuff, and Oscar awards for this actor. Before it was any of that.
if I might back you up, brother, the Most High was directing long before there was tape and film.
Right, long before there was light and darkness, day and night, long before there was molecules and atoms, the Lord been directing. So, this is just a fulfillment of his will, So, that's what we're getting ready to go into in this lesson, man. Perilous times are ahead. Hey, this is the judgment of Babylon the Great, man. Hey, at the call of yeah, we happy about this, goddamn. Yes, man, Lord, bring it to pass, man, and deliver us.
That's right.
But yeah, this Isaiah 19 and verse 2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Okay, all right. So, hey, first of all, is this talking about ancient Egypt? No, we understand prophetically that this is talking about the modern spiritual Egypt. And what is the modern spiritual Egypt? Babylon the Great, America, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, we know why it's called Sodom. Why is it called Egypt? Why? Because they have put the Lord's people in captivity. All right, you got a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. On the back of the dollar bill, you have an obelisk in the capital. You got many obelisks actually all over the country. Right. Okay, they call it the Washington Monument.
Yeah, if I might say, Exodus 20 and 2, Egypt is known as the house of bondage, and America is spiritual Egypt. So
the bondage place of the Israelites, right? And then many of the founding fathers then came out. They were into Freemasonry. Okay, all right, and Freemasonry goes back to Egypt. The brother Samak always brings that out.
Right.
Okay, all right. So that's when it talks about Egypt. All right. In a lot of places prophetically, of course, there are certain places in the scriptures that are talking about ancient Egypt, but prophetically, in a lot of places, it's actually talking about America, modern day Egypt.
Yeah, if I might back you up again, remember, other than ancient Egypt, America, the daughter of Babylon, aka Babylon the Great, this is the only place where both southern and northern kingdom was oppressed together, because we know the indigenous people of the land, they're the northern kingdom that came over to this side of the earth, right? And then Jeremiah 50 and 33 said Israel and Judah shall be oppressed together.
Yes.
So there you go.
Right. So in this verse, when it says the Egyptians shall fight against the Egyptians, it's talking about civil war in America.
Right.
Okay. All right. You have this place that's already divided. All right, it's more divided than it has ever been, man. You got people getting ready to, that's talking about fighting and rising up against the government, taking up arms. There's been many polls done on that, within recent years, asking people, do you think it's time that Americans should rise up and arm themselves and overthrow the government, or do you trust the government? And the answer is, for the first question, yes. And for the second question, no, they don't trust the government.
Right.
Okay. All right, so you got, you're going to have it to where you have opposing sides battling and fighting each other in the streets of America, and it's going to get bloody, okay? All right, and that's the times that we live in.
Right.
Okay. You had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, that division, man. Mark the 3rd chapter. If you want to get that, the division.
Okay,
Mark 3:20. Start 23.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. Okay. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah, man. So this kingdom is divided, man. Okay, the physical counterpart of Satan, which is Esau, Edom, he is the one that comes after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right, the board of wickedness, the wicked, the seed of the wicked.
Right.
All right, they are divided.
They're divided.
Okay. All right, and Satan cannot cast out Satan, man. You a bunch of devils, man.
There you go.
So it's not y'all fighting to try to come to, I guess, some type of equilibrium or conclusion or revolution. It's not gonna build America back better. It's not gonna come to a peaceable solution where everybody has their rights to be a proud blooded American or not. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. Y'all gonna wipe each other out.
if I might say, to back you up real quick, that show you that the words of the Lord is faithful and true, because guess why? It even happened to us when we were divided as a nation, northern and southern kingdom. Right. We fell as a people.
Right.
Because the words of the Lord are faithful and true. That's prophecy that if you're divided, you cannot stand.
Right.
So now it's their time. It happened to us already. Now it's their time. They're going to find out that we moved to the tune of prophecy and the words of the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is faithful and true.
Right.
They ain't going to be able to try to forward themselves as they think. They have a boundary that they cannot pass, and when that time comes, it's going to be it for them, man. Right.
And it says, can Satan cast out Satan? No.
Right.
Yeah, only Yahushua can cast out this devil, man. So within America, you got all these different sides against one another, ready to take up arms, and it says war on the billboard.
Right.
It says war.
That's shit.
It says war.
That's what it says.
That's what it says.
April 27th. But we're finna see a civil war right now.
Now, yeah. But hey, man,
Ecclesiastes 3, a time for war
and a time for peace.
There you go. What time we in?
We in time of war.
All right.
Right. So, hey, man, you got these different sides, getting ready to rise up and fight against each other, man. One side thinking they're going to overcome the other side, the other side thinking they're going to overcome the other side and win and to be a revolution. And, even on a greater, global scale, you got the Eastern Edomites, the Russians, and, Eastern Europeans, Turkey and Germany, speaking against Babylon, thinking that they're going to usurp this demonic system instead of their own system or whatever you have it, because they're really all part of the beast system. They just get ready to fight over who has control over it. That's not how it's set to play out, man. The Lord says, I'm against thee, O Gog. I'm against thee, O Mount Seir. I'm against Gog and Magog. You all of you are going down.
Yeah, the Lord told him in Psalms the second chapter, why did they hate and rage?
And it's Yahushua that's going to take them down.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that's going to take them down. He's the one that's going to cast out this wicked system from the earth, man.
The Lord's right arm.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I do want to get 2nd Ezra chapter... Second Ezra chapter 15. Okay. And let's see. All right, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14, right? It says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, and there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
in their power. And it says their destruction draweth nigh, meaning that's a future prophecy.
Right.
That ain't happened yet.
Right.
That's about to happen.
Right. Right? So they're going to be fighting against each other with swords, modern guns, even during the Obama era, when he was in office, you had a lot of news coming out about how many people bought arms and guns and, ammunition, When Biden got into office, it was the same thing,
right?
So hey, man, these people are ready to fight and basically tear each other to shreds, man. And it's the judgment of Babylon.
How much more now with a wide open border with all these migrants,
right? With all the migrants
and squatters and people homes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
how much more now?
Yeah, and it says what? The course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're not going to regard their kings nor princes, their mayors, police officers. All of that's going out the window, man. Okay, these people are getting ready. I personally believe it's going to get so bad you're going to have certain states and counties against one another, Certain people actually trying to assassinate their mayor, their governor, trying to assassinate the different dignitaries of this society, man. It could actually go down like that, man. It's going to get real bad, like the Purge,
right?
Like Civil War, like Leave the World Behind, like those types of movies, man.
If the Purge give you hints like that, certain states trying to succeed from the Union.
Yeah.
This even the new movie we're about to watch, I believe they say something about that.
Yep.
Trying to get states like California want to succeed from the Union.
Yeah. Yep. And matter of fact, I'll get commotions real quick. Okay. When ye shall hear of wars and commotions. All right. This is Luke 21 and 9. It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right.
All right, or the end is not by and by, man. So that's what we hear right now, wars and commotions, man. Talks of shit getting ready to hit the fan, civil war, civil unrest, okay, uproars of the people, sedition. And it's happening. We see different pockets of it happening all over the world, like Haiti, different parts of Africa, different parts of the Middle East. A couple years ago, it was Sri Lanka. It was a time where it was Puerto Rico. They was actually in the streets with a guillotine.
Venezuela.
Venezuela was crazy, man. Ukraine, Syria, France. Oh,
Yellow Vest.
Yep, Yellow Vest. Yep.
England, even England.
Yeah. Okay.
That's uproars of the people. That's 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter.
Right. Just a few years ago, you had uproars during the lockdowns and all of that. Hey, man, we are in that time, man.
There you go.
Okay. All right. We are here. Okay. So, hey, man, call Lord and
May the will of the Lord be done.
Right. And may the Lord keep us and hide us, from that time.
What's that? 2nd Ezra's Ecclesiasticus, the 5th chapter. Start at the top. There's about 3 verses in there.
Ecclesiasticus?
Yeah.
Sirach,
the 5th chapter. Many times we're taking a great number. Read down to the 3rd verse.
Hold on. You said Sirach?
Ecclesiasticus. Sirach. The 5th chapter.
It says they shall be taken in great number. That's 2nd Ezra.
Okay, go there. That's where I wanted to go. Because it also speaks it also speaks about friends fighting against one another. And then 2nd Ezra is the 6th chapter of a verse. I think it's around like the 24th verse. But it's talking about friends fighting against one another, man. That's the time. That's the great unrest.
Yeah.
See?
Yep. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Right. And then it says friends shall fight one another like enemies.
That's it. That's the 5th chapter.
I'm trying to find
it. Right, that same chapter right there is why it says the same thing. Realm against realm, kingdom against kingdom. Same 2nd Ezra where you was, I think, round about the beginning. Jump down to 24 or come up to the lower numbers.
24?
What 24 says?
It says, in all lands of the whole world that thou...
No, that's going to be the 6th chapter. Okay, go back up to the lower numbers. So it's somewhere right. Let's look at it good somewhere. It's just speak about friends and then shall friends. 4, 5, 6.
Okay, yeah. It says in verse 9, it says, and salt water shall be found in the
Right.
sweet,
Con.
and all friends shall destroy one another.
There you go.
Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber.
Right. So when you go jump over to the 6th chapter now,
Mm-hmm.
around about the 20th verse, the next chapter, around about the 24th verse, it goes into the same thing. Then shall friends fight against one another. So that's it. That's the civil unrest. That's prophecy. It's already prophesied that this movie we're going to see, that they reckon this as a movie, but guess what? This is going to become reality, because guess why? It's a spoken word of the Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 24, it says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies,
That's it.
and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
That's
There you
it.
go. So, hey, man, it's getting ready to get real in Babylon, man. So, yeah, man, hey, with that, we gotta go catch
We gotta watch this movie.
Yeah.
So we can give some commentary on another video.
Right. Or at camp. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. Kwame Asherallah.
Kwame Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.